Hi, ladies. Thanks for coming in today. I know, Kay, that we spoke briefly on the phone. So would you like to begin and kind of go back through the reason for coming to therapy? And then Jessica will go to you and kind of hear your side of the problem as well. And go from there.
Yeah, so we are here because I got a promotion at work.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. But it is actually on the West Coast over in Washington, and so it would require a pretty big cross-country move for us. We've been here like 10 years, so it's, not the easiest decision, but it's something I'm like very, very excited about. Jess is a little less excited, which is fair, but yeah, so that's kind of why we're here, just to work through this kind of big life change that we have to make a decision about.
Okay. And how about for you, Jessica? How are you feeling?
Yeah, kind of what Kay said. Not as excited. I don't like change necessarily, so not fully on board with it. So just a little different feelings about that.
And is there something in particular that is kind of keeping you feeling a little bit uneasy? Is it just the move, a new job, like all kinds of changes, or are you?
Yeah, just the move, thinking about finding a job. I really love my job here and my life here, and so the idea of uprooting that just doesn't really sound that appealing at the moment. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I know you mentioned on the phone that you guys have been together for about 10 years now. Is that correct?
I'd say we've been together like more like 11, but we've each lived here. Yeah, like 10 years, I guess.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yep. And is there, when you think about things that work really well between the two of you, that you would never want to change or change very little, is there something that comes to mind?
I would say I trust you 100%. Like, you've never given me any reason not to. Like, we have friends that are just going through some crazy things right now, and Jess and I always get home and we're like, gosh, thank goodness we're like not dealing with that. So yeah, I'd like fully trust her judgment, her actions, everything.
Okay. And how about for you, Jess?
Yeah, I would kind of have to agree on that. I think trust is a really big thing, and not a lot of people have it, and if they do, it's very contingent, very, so yeah, I would say trust is a really big, I think, advantage in our relationship. There's never been any reason of doubt, never been like, who have you seen? We have male friends as well, and, friends that are girls as well, and there's never been a ill thought about that from our end.
Sure.
So I feel very fortunate that we have that, because I know a lot of people don't.
Sure,
Yeah.
exactly, and that's really something to like celebrate, right? So when you think about the pieces that make up that trust that makes you feel so connected with each other, is there something that you think that ranks pretty high that is like a must-have in order to maintain trust?
I think like honesty is a huge part of it. Like Jess has been very honest about her like hesitation of the move.
Sure.
Which like I appreciate, and like makes me feel like I can trust her if she were to say tomorrow, like, well, she probably would say it tomorrow, but when she does maybe warm up to the idea more, I feel like that's gonna be her being very genuine, and like I won't be questioning if like she's just saying that to please me, and I'm gonna drag her across the country, and then she's gonna be resentful of me and just hate it. And
Sure.
yeah, things would
Yeah.
go downhill.
Yeah. And how about for you, Jess?
Yeah, you know, I would have to say probably transparency. I feel like that's really big as far as trust, you know, knowing that there's no secrets, being very honest and open, which is hard to do, like
Right.
in any relationship, really.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say I would value like our transparency and honesty pretty high. Yeah.
Okay. And you know, when you think about your level of excitement in, you know, this new promotion and moving to the West Coast, and if you had to put it on a scale, with 0 meaning I don't want to move, and 10 meaning this is going to be the greatest move of my life, where do you each fall on that scale?
I probably am at an 8.5.
Okay.
I'm definitely super excited, and it's something I've worked hard for, but like we do have a great life here, and so and like definitely partially scared to like move and have to
Mhm.
find a new community, and also like just the logistics, and also I know Jess is probably way less than that, so that, you know, plays into my excitement.
Sure. Yeah. No, I understand that. And how about for you, Jess? Where would you say you're at on the scale?
I would say I'm probably about a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not huge into change and transition, and so just the thought of it is just a little scary, and yeah, it's just a lot of work. Moving is a lot of work.
It is a lot
Nobody
of work.
loves to move.
I agree. So if there was something that would help you maybe move like a half a point or a full point, like maybe moving from a 4 to a 4.5 or a 5 in relation to this move, what would need to happen for you that
I guess just time, really, you know, time to think about it, discuss options, discuss places to live. Yeah, just really time to sit with it, think about it, think about all the pros and cons.
Is that something you guys have done?
No.
Not explicitly
No,
like
yeah.
sit down and do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, just really, I guess, educating myself on the possibilities, places, just, you know, feeling more educated so that I can make a better decision or a more informed decision instead of being a little more close-minded.
Okay. And is there something that you could do that would help you maybe feel like you've made a better decision, or that you have more information about the move that would make you feel a little bit more comfortable and kind of moving up the scale?
I would say maybe just sitting down with Kay, kind of pulling where both of our heads are at, you know, each of us doing our individual research, you know, everybody does research differently. And yeah, just kind of pulling, I don't know, just kind of pulling ideas and where our heads are at, and just being able to communicate through the whole process about where we're feeling, what we're finding, just, yeah.
Great. And is there anything that would help you, Kate, like move to a 9 that you could be a part of, that, you know?
Yeah, I think the biggest piece that would help me move to a 9 would be to help her move up.
Right.
And it's not, yeah, like I like those kind of steps, I guess. Yeah, for me, kind of like, I'm definitely a planner, and so maybe, sitting down, looking at neighborhoods and making a little timeline or something about, you when we would be booking movers and
Sure.
all that stuff, just to kind of ease some stress of like the logistics.
Sure. And Jess, it seems that Kay is pretty committed to kind of helping you find some comfort in this transition, and certain things she's willing to offer. Is there something specific that you would need from her in order to help you move up the scale?
Maybe just support and understanding, just like compassion throughout the whole entire process.
Like support for you, maybe not being so excited about it and giving you some time to, okay?
Yeah.
Having compassion about how you're feeling about the transition and the move and changing jobs and things. Okay. And then Kay, for you, is there anything that you would need from Jess in order to move up your scale?
I mean, I definitely trust that you'll like do the research and everything, and that would be my biggest ask, just to like keep an open mind as you're doing that, and like know that if we take a visit out there, things might be totally different than what we see online, and so to just like keep an open mind and keep trying.
So, Jess, would you be open to doing some research over the next week and just kind of looking into the area to maybe contribute to finding out a little bit more information about what's out there and what's available to you job-wise?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And Kay, do you think that maybe you could offer just some space and maybe some time to get used to the idea of possibly taking this move across the country, but realizing that she may not be excited about the move, but she's probably still pretty excited for you, and not letting that get in the way.
That's true.
Of so if the two of you could work on those things over the next week, we could check back in, kind of see where that brings us, and we'll go from there. How about that?
Yeah.
See you next Monday at 7.
Great.
Okay. Good job. Oh, you gotta wait for feedback. Oh, I thought you were gonna pause it.
Yeah. So, all right. So it felt so rushed. Like I felt like there was like so many things.
Yeah.
And so like I thought I did okay with like letting you guys talk back and forth and going, oh, I'm going to take this from you and then give this to you, and I'm going to take this from you. So I was hoping that, like your ideas of like what you needed from your partner is a part of the task, right? The assignment.
Yep.
And but I did not know how to address like being scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can address like, oh, let's do research and let's do these other things, other than saying like create some space for her. So I didn't really know what to do with that.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think we don't like get into emotions too much, so yeah. It
Maybe
feels
I
weird
don't.
To, like,
Maybe I
skip
just like
over,
skip
but
it over.
You might just,
like, hey, I know you're scared, but there's other things to figure out.
like how can we just move past that? Yeah. I mean, I feel like the model would just. I mean, I think you could touch on it, but
I think you could validate it and be like, I understand, or like it's totally, okay, like that's a natural feeling.
Yes,
Just
right.
like validating, like you don't necessarily have to dive into it, but just be like, yes, like that is okay to feel that way. Move on.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the session?
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
You say you felt rushed, but I thought your pace was really good.
I felt like I was like, we haven't finished the answer, so we can
I know, you're like,
did it.
Get it out.
Yeah, it feels like we touched on a lot of stuff.
Good.
I liked your first session formula.
Oh, yeah, the
whatever
formula
it was.
ones.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Formula one test. Formula first.
Yeah. I like that, tying it in there, kind of at the beginning to like build
Mhm.
that base,
I spent a long time on it.
which I liked.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like.
I felt like that was going to be the whole anchor, you know,
The
for like
trust.
creating all this other work.
Yeah.
So,
So then you could point out
then
the
I could-
other things
yes.
that yeah. So like with a longer session you would have gone
Back
back
and
to
forth.
that.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. I liked your scaling questions too, and I liked how you were doing like the systemic thing with us, like with going back and forth about
Mhm.
like what we could each do. Had some like good positive comments at the end there, and also like with congratulating me at the beginning and everything.
Mhm.
So I thought it was very solution focused and like a good demeanor, good tone, or like good pace, and
Yeah. I don't think I reflected very many things back to you guys.
Not that many, but it didn't seem like off though.
No, it
yeah,
That it
didn't.
needed to
I
be
didn't seem like it
reflected
was
back.
missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something.
because we were kind of giving you, like you said, not really a lot of, not like a ton of emotions, I guess. So it didn't feel like you were missing that.
I thought you did a really good job of, asking questions back and forth, kind of what we needed, getting us to say what the problem is.
Mhm.
Just the scaling question and how we can improve. I think you did a good job at like focusing on like what our problem was, what we can do to fix it, versus giving us like a solution, like
Mhm.
having us come up with the own solution. So I think you did really good at that.
You did. You totally came up with your own solution.
Yeah.
So.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep, right here. We're
Yeah.
gonna talk about this need for time and space.
Yeah.
So-
You wrapped it up nicely though with like saying, okay,
Yeah.
Jess, we'll do this. Okay, can you do this
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
Jess? Like, it was a good wrap up of like things that we'll each do and things we can do for each other.
Yeah.
That kind of helps,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
make each other feel like
Yes.
you're being supported by
Mhm.
each
Right,
other.
right,
Yep.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, good
Overall
job.
great, yeah.
We